Eala quick to put rising popularity into perspective. After a brief but eventful Australian Open run that demonstrated her star power, Filipina tennis ace Eala admits she still has a long way to go. Manila, Philippines. If the Australian Open proved anything, it is that Eala is a legitimate star. Her practices were packed, fans lined up to catch her breakthrough appearance in the main draw, and her videos on social media drew more views than tennis' biggest names. Even in a Nike ad for the Australian Open that included current world #1 players Aryna Sabalenka and Carlos Alcaraz, who have won a combined 10 Grand Slam titles, Eala received the last billing. But as Eala suffered an opening round exit in the singles following a heartbreaking 0-6, 6-3, 6-2 loss to American Alicia Parks, the Filipina acknowledged she still has a long way to go. "I am nowhere near the leagues of the greats, Novak, Djokovic, and then now Sabalenka and Alcaraz, and all of these people. I have so much respect for them," said Eala in her post-match press conference. "I like to think that I have a following for a reason, and I like to think that the impact that I've had and the platform that I've built has a positive effect on a certain demographic and my demographic." Eala also downplayed comparisons to Filipino boxing icon Manny Pacquiao, whose fights during the peak of his powers were a national affair. "Manny Pacquiao is different," said Eala in Filipino. "He is on another level. I remember when Manny has a fight, it felt like a vacation for people. And then the whole family is together at home, there is lechon and popcorn. I think I'm still a bit far behind." Eala had looked on her way to advancing to the second round as she blanked Parks in the opening set only to lose steam in the second and third sets. She and Brazilian partner Ingrid Martins then sustained a 7-6, 2-6, 6-3 defeat to Japan's Shuko Aoyama and Poland's Magda Linette in the first round of doubles, marking the end of her Australian Open campaign. While disappointment naturally came with the losses, Eala chose to look at the bright side. "I'm the only Filipina in the draw this year. I'm the only Filipina that has ever been in the draw, I think. There are positives to take away. So much gratitude and super thankful," Eala said. Fans in the country get a chance to watch Eala play at home as she competes in the Philippine Women's Open to be staged at the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center from January 26 to 31. Rappler.com. Eala, rising star of Philippine tennis and global ambitions. In the world of sports, stories of prodigious talent often inspire awe, not just for the feats themselves but for the journeys behind them. Alexandra Eala, the young Filipino tennis sensation, exemplifies this dynamic perfectly. Born in Manila on May 23, 2005, Alex has rapidly risen from a promising junior athlete to a global contender, her name becoming synonymous with a new wave of Filipino sports excellence. Her trajectory is not just about rankings and titles, it's a testament to ambition, discipline, and the power of representation. From an early age, Alex displayed a remarkable affinity for tennis. Encouraged by her father, Mike Eala, a former Philippine tennis player, and supported by a family deeply embedded in sports, she was introduced to the court almost as soon as she could walk. But talent alone rarely guarantees success. What sets Alex apart is her combination of natural athleticism and unyielding work ethic. Watching her play reveals a maturity in strategy and composure beyond her years. Even as a child competing in local tournaments, she showed the tactical awareness that often separates good athletes from great ones. Alex's rise became particularly notable in the junior international tennis circuit. Her performances at prestigious tournaments drew attention, but it was her victories that cemented her reputation. In 2019, at just 14 years old, she made history by becoming the youngest Filipino to win a title at the Orange Bowl, one of the most competitive junior tournaments globally. Such milestones quickly positioned her as a beacon of hope for Philippine tennis, a sport that has historically struggled to produce internationally recognized names. Her playing style is a blend of aggressive baseline shots, agility, and mental resilience. Alex does not merely react to opponents, she dictates the game. Analysts often highlight her calmness under pressure, a quality that allows her to convert crucial points even against higher-ranked adversaries. This poise, combined with her natural flair, is part of why she has captured the imagination of fans both in the Philippines and internationally. Beyond her on-court achievements, Alex's popularity stems from her embodiment of modern sports values. In an era where athletes are increasingly judged not only on results but on character, Alex stands out. She balances her competitive drive with humility and grace, often crediting her coaches, family, and supporters for her success. Her social media presence reinforces this image, offering glimpses into her rigorous training, personal reflections, and lighter moments, reminding fans that even rising stars are relatable humans navigating pressures and expectations. The trajectory of her popularity is particularly striking when placed in perspective. Philippine sports culture has long been dominated by basketball, boxing, and more recently, volleyball. Tennis, while respected, has not traditionally commanded the same public attention. Alex Eala's success, therefore, carries broader cultural significance. She is helping to redefine what it means to be a Filipino athlete on the global stage. Her victories inspire younger generations to consider tennis, and her growing international recognition suggests that Philippine athletes can compete and excel beyond traditional arenas of fame. Her ascent also reflects a growing trend in global sports. The early rise of young athletes through structured developmental programs and international exposure. Alex spent formative years training at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain, honing skills under elite coaching and competing against peers from around the world. This international training has allowed her to cultivate not only technique but also the mental fortitude necessary to thrive under the intense scrutiny of the global tennis circuit. It is a model that other emerging athletes are increasingly emulating, demonstrating the importance of early, strategic investment in talent. As Alex transitions from junior tournaments to the professional stage, her popularity has only accelerated. Fans and media alike are captivated by her potential, imagining how her career might evolve. Comparisons to other prodigies naturally arise, but Alex's identity is distinctly her own. She blends the tenacity often associated with Southeast Asian athletes with a contemporary global approach to training and competition. The result is a player whose journey is both relatable and aspirational, a young woman defying geographical, cultural, and generational expectations. Another dimension of Alex Eala's rising popularity is the story of representation. In a sport often dominated by Western players, seeing a Filipino teen consistently succeed challenges stereotypes and broadens perceptions of who can excel in tennis. Her presence in international tournaments brings visibility not just to herself but to her country and region. Young athletes, particularly girls, now have a tangible role model whose achievements make their own ambitions seem more